Hello, my name is Francisco Sanchez.
And I'm Minty Derby, and today we are presenting our Shamed for Breastfeeding presentation for English 114. Intro. Today I'll be talking about pretty much the background about shame for breastfeeding. So all over the United States, all 50 states, including Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, and the District of Columbia, it's legal to breastfeed. North Carolina is one of the states that it is allowed to breastfeed, but you have to be careful with where you at because you just can't feed anywhere. It's legal, but there's standards to it. As long as the place you're at lets you, then you're good to go. Many businesses such as YMCA has been reported that they have many incidents about them discriminating mothers for breastfeeding in their premises. The purpose of this project we did was because I'm a mother myself. I have a 4-month-old and I breastfeed. There's been a couple of times where I'm in a restaurant and my baby's crying, so I have to feed her, and you can automatically feel the eyes and all the tension goes to you when you pull out your breast and feed your baby, and it's kind of uncomfortable for me and for everybody else, but I mean it's something that you have to do. I believe this is a big problem because it's important. You have to breastfeed your babies so they can be healthy, and either way nobody should deny your baby food or criticize you over you doing what you do best, which is being a mother. The story behind the YMCA was a mother that was taking her kids to swimming lessons, and a manager came up to her and he called her out for breastfeeding, and he said that she had to go breastfeed in the lockers or just to be removed from the location. And he didn't realize, but she's a lactation consultant and she knew all her rights, so she had to go to the directors to go and talk to him about it and pretty much report what happened. And from what I know and what I researched, all YMCA did was just pretty much put the information on a bulletin for the employees to read, so it wasn't really much of a help, to be honest. Similar reports, it's not just happened here in Wilmington, but it's also happened in Rhode Island, which is a woman who sued YMCA, and they actually had to change their policy because they didn't want to get sued by her.
Discussion, what's an issue? Why it's an issue? I just believe there's a lot of negative stigma surrounding breastfeeding. Usually when a lady or technically a woman would like to feed her child, she obviously has to expose herself, and I believe that's what causes the problem. People have such a negative viewpoint on that. I believe that's really what fuels the fire in the matter that breastfeeding has been seen as a negative aspect in life, and in reality it's actually very normal. It's something you have to do. I mean, you can't not feed your child just due to everyone feeling uncomfortable. Reports of other instances similar to YMCA, there was actually a report in Wake County where this lady was reporting for jury duty, and she asked for a place to pump because obviously she had to feed her child, and instead of being shown to a room where she was able to pump, she was taken to a storage room, and the storage room just contained tons of files. It was unsanitary, just junk everywhere. It was basically, it wasn't safe for her or for her child.
Also, I want to call out this picture. So it's pretty much everywhere you go, there's example, Victoria's Secret, you go to the mall, you see models showing their breasts, And I mean, guys and like everybody else don't see a problem with that. But then if they see a mother breastfeeding, like sitting down, minding her own business, feeding her baby, they automatically think it's something bad because she's showing her breast. When I mean, you just turn around and there's like models and everybody just showing their parts.
Why is breastfeeding so important? I believe breastfeeding is super important due to the fact that it's one of the most important parts and one of the most intimate parts that a mother and a child can both have. When you think about it, you're basically feeding your child. So in reality, you have to help nourish them and you have to help build not just themselves but their bodies. How to become better supporters and protector of babies? I mean, just really all you really need is just some education. I believe a big problem nowadays is many people nowadays are not really educated on the laws, and I believe that's what kind of helps fuel the idea that breastfeeding is maybe, I'm not sure, illegal, but in reality it's perfectly legal in all 50 states. So just education is just a big factor in how we can support our mothers and their breastfeeding habits.
Some recommendations I advise as a mother and as an employee. I've worked in different places. I would recommend helping out, supporting mothers. There's many, breastfeeding groups for all types of mothers, and everyone's welcome. You can like protest, just volunteer anywhere. You do your own research, teach other people about the laws and everything, just to keep everybody in a safe environment, most importantly for our babies. And normalize breastfeeding. Why? Because it's beneficial and it's something beautiful and it's part of life, and it's most important because of the babies. It's all that matters at the end of the day. And so this will be the end of our presentation.